Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be day drinking and smoking cigarettes in a public park at 4 p.m. in the afternoon, which I am very excited to do, to say the least, as today I want to enjoy some alcohol and I also want to enjoy some cigarettes. So why not combine the two things that I want to enjoy into one and, well, day drink and smoke cigarettes in a public park at 4 p.m. in the afternoon? And, well, that's exactly what I'm doing today. But I'm not just excited to make this video because I want to day drink and smoke some cigarettes. I'm also very excited to make this video today because this is the channel's 400,000 subscriber special. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to make for the 400,000 subscriber special for the channel, and I was like, you know what, there's no better way to celebrate a huge milestone than to enjoy some drink and enjoy some alcohol. And so as such, simply put, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. Thank you so much to each and every single one of y'all watching, for supporting the channel, for watching, for subscribing. I really do appreciate all y'all's support. 400K is an insanely huge number that honestly I had no thought of really reaching when I first started making videos on this channel a long time ago. Thank you so much to each and every single one of y'all for 400K. It really is appreciated, and it's a little bit more of a surreal feeling than not, I definitely have to say. Just thank you so much for all y'all's support, and I'm not very good at talking about this sort of stuff, I'll acknowledge, but I really do appreciate all y'all's support, and it's just wild. It's just wild in all honesty, yeah. And, yeah, certainly I'm looking forward to day drinking and smoking cigarettes today. That is for sure. Just got distracted by a massive mosquito. Let me tell y'all what. It was huge. I thought it was coming at me, but no, it just went to the back of my car. But I do suppose without further ado, I should probably go ahead and actually get to day drinking and smoking cigarettes in a public park at 4 p.m. in the afternoon now, shouldn't I? So let's go ahead and put my camera in my little mount just right there, just like that. And I do suppose now I should probably go ahead and actually drive to the park where I want to actually day drink and smoke some cigarettes. And I'm at a park right now, but it's not a very good park to day drink and smoke cigarettes at. And so as such, well, I'm going to another one, and I am, well, needing to go to that other one. So I do suppose without further ado, I should probably go ahead and get my seatbelt all on now, shouldn't I? And I do suppose I should probably go ahead and grab my keys from the center console, and I do suppose I should probably go ahead and get my car all turned on now, shouldn't I? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get my glow plugs going just like that, and once the light turns off, and now it has turned off, I'm going to go and turn my car on now. Just like that. And now, I'm thinking we are all set to go to the park to day drink and smoke some cigarettes at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. It is currently 4:29, just hit 4:29 in the afternoon. So by the time we get to the park, it's probably going to be nearer to 5, but ain't no biggie, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no biggie. As long as I get to day drink and smoke cigarettes, I will be happy. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get driving to, well, the park I want to go to. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? And I think I'm just going to take a left going that way. Got some speed bumps through this neighborhood, just gonna go over them really fast. Speed bumps are just meant to make the road more fun, right? They're not really meant to slow you down, I think. I say going fast over speed bumps, but I'm actually still going under the speed limit for this neighborhood. More speed bumps. I'm going right over. We ball, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no slowing down for no speed bumps. Like, when I go through school zones, there's all these speed bumps in the middle of the road, and I'm like, where's the speed bump sign? And then I start hearing screaming and yelling. And I'm just like, who's yelling at me? Like, are they yelling at me because I'm, like, going over the speed bumps too fast or something like that kind of thing? It's wild stuff. It's wild stuff. Let me tell y'all what, though. I am ready to have myself a little bit of a drink and a little bit of a smoke, that is for sure. Ooh, very nice convertible Mustang down there. That is sweet. Dang. It's like, looked like it was probably from, I think it was like first gen? what, 60s, right? Very cool, very cool. Now, today is a beautiful day, though. It's so gorgeous out here. It feels great. It's like a solid, I'd have to say, probably 80 degrees out here right now. I looked at my watch, like my watch is going to tell me what temperature it is. It's not going to. It's just a normal watch. But it's like, like 80 degrees out here right now. And a little bit breezy. Good day. Good weather. Everything is lining up perfectly for a good sesh, to say the least. And this speed bump, I actually do need to slow down for, because this one is huge. I don't know what they made this speed bump out of. Well, I know what they made it out of, but I don't know why they made it so big, because it is massive. It is absolutely huge. I've seen people like scrape their SUVs on it. Just gotta wait for this light to go. Just turn left at this light. It says no turn on red. Well, I mean, like, that makes sense. No turn on red. I can't turn left on red anyway. That's illegal. Even though I am going to day drink and smoke cigarettes in a public park at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, which is an illegal thing to do. I don't want to be breaking no traffic laws, so of course I'm not going to go take a left, turn on. I'm not going to turn on red because that's illegal. No, can't be incriminating myself on video while I am trying to have a good time day drinking and smoking cigarettes and whatnot. Of course, can't be doing that. Okay, bro, yep, just turn right in front of me. Yep, just take a right in front of me. I know I wasn't going that fast, but come on, bro, I still had to brake. Bro, what are you doing? Bro, come on. What is, bro? It's not a stop sign. They thought it was a stop sign. That's not a stop sign. Bruh, I can't believe they thought that intersection was a stop sign. That explains it. Alright, they're just a bad driver. Alright. Ooh, nice Ford F-100, I think. Is that an F-150 or F-100? I can't tell, but it's nice. It's green. We going. I have it like 80% floored. Not 100%, but like 80%. And my car is very slow. Like 125 horsepower. I don't know how much torque, probably 1,000,000 foot-pounds of torque. Quite slow from the get-go, but I love it. So comfy. Ooh, new Land Cruiser. Very cool. The car I'm driving today is a 1985 Mercedes-Benz W123 300D turbo diesel sedan. My interior is, I want to say Palmetto or Palmino. Oh, a VW bus, green. Oh, that's nice. I think you guys can see it. And there's a Nissan hardbody behind me as well. And that's sweet too. It looks like it's lowered. Hell yeah, bro. Ooh, hardbody's going right next to me. He's passing. Oh yeah. Looks like it's a little bit lowered. Sweet ride. Just gotta turn right here. Go right through the bicycle lane. Just slammed into a bicyclist. It's okay. Bicycle lane, Schmeichel lane. That wasn't very good, now was it? That was not nearly as funny as I thought it was going to be. It is what it is. The light's about to turn green. Should I gun it? Ooh, I think I'm going to. And I'm still, the Kia Soul is passing me. Sorry, it's not even passing me, it's pulling away. The Kia Soul is pulling away from me. That was like just about foot to the floor, and I still got outran by a Kia Soul. Yeah, that's shameful. Shameful, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It is what it is. My car a little bit slower than not, for sure. I'm getting passed by a K-Truck. That's how you know you're slow, when you're getting passed by a K-Truck. Just gotta turn left here. Not in front of all of these cars coming my way. Oh, Scion XB, 2 cars behind. Yes, sir. Love a good old Scion XB. They are some sweet rides. And you just gotta take a right up here, and then drive all over the wet concrete. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that. Actually, do have to drive up on the curb just a little bit. let this guy go past because they're doing some construction right there. And so there's some cones in the road and whatnot. There's not exactly enough room for 2 cars right here, right now, I'll acknowledge, but that's okay. I'm hitting trees on this side of the road. That's okay. You know, I got paint on my car and I'd might as well use it. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I got a burp and yawn at the same time. I still feel like I got a burp even though I just yawned. I think I'm yawning because I haven't had a cigarette in the last hour roundabout. And I'm also feeling like I need some alcohol. Like I'm feeling like I need some alcohol to kind of wake me up just a little bit. So, yeah. I'm thinking that a cigarette and some alcohol is going to do me some good. I think it's going to wake me right up. I think it's going to be a great time. Going to Gangster Park. I think I'm going to Gangster Park and back right into the spot right there next to that other car. So let's do that real quick. Excuse me. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, what can I say? Turn off my car, pop my door, and I think now it is time for me to go ahead and go to the bathroom. It's always a good idea to go to the bathroom before you drink. You don't want to break the seal too early now, do you? So I'm thinking I'm going to go to the bathroom, take a little bit of piss, and after I'm going to go and grab everything else out of my car and actually go sit down and start day drinking and smoking cigarettes. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go take a little bit of a piss. I will be right back, y'all. Oh man, that piss was nice to say the least. Now, I've got to figure out where I actually want to day drink and smoke some cigarettes at. There's a spot over there, and that's kind of where I'm wanting to sit, but I'm kind of unsure at the same time. You know, I think I'm probably going to commit to where I was initially thinking about day drinking and smoking cigarettes today, because I know it's a good spot and I know it's going to work. So I think I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go ahead and transfer the camera over to my little bit of a tripod, just like that. And I do think, without further ado, it is time for me to go ahead and get everything out of my car that I need to have with me to actually day drink and smoke some cigarettes. So let's go and open up my back door, just like that. And let's go ahead and grab my backpack out. And let's also go ahead and grab my cooler. And now, I'm thinking I should probably go ahead and lock my car up and actually go ahead and get to walking. So let's go ahead, lock my car up, just like that. I think, without further ado, it is now time for me to go ahead and actually go over to where I want to day drink and smoke some cigarettes. So, let's go ahead and do just that. But before I walk too far, I gotta turn back and take a look at my car. I gotta do it, Gotta turn back and take a look at my car, Oh man, beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Love the car. I love it, what can I say? Where I want to walk is through the trees in front of me, and it's on the other side of a field over there. There are 2 little benches that have a little bit of shade going on at different parts of the day. One of them is really good in the morning, and the other one is really good in the afternoon, like it is today. Oh, and I'm able to see the moon. I don't know if you guys can see it in the sky, but I'm able to see the moon over there. Oh man, that's great. I love being able to see the moon, during the day. Oh man, I don't know why, but whenever I can see the moon during the day, in real life, I'm like, bro, that's so surreal. That's so cool. I love it. Alrighty though, this is where I'm thinking I'm gonna be sitting to day drink and smoke cigarettes at today. Should be a good spot, in all honesty. Taking a look at the area around me, we got a nice field, nobody walking over here. Nice little bit of a tree for some shade. Oh, certainly no complaints on my behalf. It's a good spot if you ask me, at least. Let's go ahead and put my backpack down on the table. There's some ashes right there. I suppose somebody else might have been day drinking and smoking cigarettes here before I got here. Now that I've sat down, gotten a little bit comfy, I'm thinking it's time for me to go ahead and, well, start going over everything that I have with me today to smoke and to drink. I'm thinking first off, I'm gonna go over the cigarettes, and then after that, I'm gonna go over the alcohol. So let's go ahead and start off by getting my backpack all opened up and grabbing my first pack of cigarettes that I've got with me out. I have a pack of American Spirit full-bodied reds as the first pack of cigarettes I got out, and more than likely as the first cigarette I'm going to be smoking today, as these cigarettes pair amazingly with the drinks I have with me today, in my personal opinion at least. And I certainly am looking forward to smoking one of these today, that is for sure. And the rest of my cigarettes I decided to put in a little bit of a Crown Royale bag, you know what I'm saying? I don't drink Crown Royal, yeah, I got a little bit of a Crown Royale bag. That was a gift from a family member, and so as such I figured, hey, it would be pretty funny to put all my cigarettes in a Crown Royale bag, and so as such I did exactly that. I have a couple different packs in this bag. I have, first off, a pack of Camel Lights. This pack is like 14, almost 15 years old as of this point in time. Looking forward to having one of these cigarettes today. I've also got a pack of Marlboro Original cigarettes from Canada with me today, which have no relation to the Marlboros from the United States. I've also got a pack of Peace Lights with me today as well, along with, and this is something I have never done. I was like, oh, I gotta do something a little bit different for this day drinking and smoking cigarette session. I was like, I gotta bring something like interesting, and I was like, okay, got a pack of Canadian cigarettes, got a pack of 14-year-old cigarettes, got a pack of Japanese cigarettes, you know. That's some pretty interesting stuff, but I was like, I want to do something a little bit different as well, and so as such, I decided to bring a heat not burn cigarette. I brought my IQOS Illuma 1 with me today, along with some Terra Rich Regular Heat Sticks from Japan. Got these with me today, and I'm looking forward to day drinking and smoking some heat not burn cigarettes as well, that is for sure. But I'm gonna go put all these packs back in the Crown Royale bag just real quick. And I'm just gonna leave them on the table in front of me, just like that. And now I do think it is time for me to go over the drinks that I've got with me today. First off, in my cooler, I have my bottle of water. Of course, you know, gotta stay hydrated. It's always good to stay hydrated, so I got my bottle of water with me today. I've also got a Ace Mango Craft Cider. I've never tried an Ace Mango Craft Cider before, but I've had an Ace Cider before. I'll acknowledge I wasn't really the biggest fan of it, but I figured, hey, why not try one of these? And so as such, I've got one with me today. But I've also got one of my absolute favorite ciders of all time. Not my absolute favorite, but one of my absolute favorites, and a very iconic cider to say the least. I have with me today a bottle of Stella Artois hard cider. 4.5% alcohol, 12 fluid ounces, 355 milliliters. Yeah, good old Stella Artois hard cider. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. I am looking forward to having some of this stuff, and I think this is gonna be the first hard cider that I have today. I'm thinking before I go ahead and get to smoking, I'm gonna go ahead and get to drinking, so let's go ahead and get my bottle of Stella Artois all opened up, and let's go ahead and actually get to day drinking, and then after that, I'm gonna get to smoking cigarettes as well. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? Oof. Cap just went on the ground. Can't be littering those, so let's go and pick that up just like that. Put that on the table. Fruity, citrusy, appley. Smells scrumdiddlyumptious, if I do say so myself. Well, without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead, take the first sip of alcohol of this video, and let's go ahead and actually get to day drinking. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, that was a nice sip though. Alcohol kind of kicked me. I haven't had any water in a while, so I feel like that's why. But you know, first couple sips, oh man, that is nice, to say the least. Well, I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and now actually get to smoking, and I think the first cigarette I'm gonna have today is going to be one of my American Spirit full-bodied red cigarettes. These cigarettes pair amazingly with hard cider, and so as such, well, I certainly am craving one, just a little bit more so than not right now. Let's go and get the pack all opened up. Let's go ahead and just grab one of these all out, just like that. And now let's go ahead and put that down on the table in front of me, and let's go ahead and grab my lighter out of my pocket. Got a little bit of a Zippo lighter with me today. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this cigarette all lit up, and let's go ahead and actually officially get to day drinking and smoking cigarettes in a public park at, well, it's no longer 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's now 5 o'clock. So I'm running a bit behind because it's currently 5:05, but you know, it is what it is. But without further ado, let's go ahead and actually officially get to day drinking and smoking cigarettes in a public park. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying? This is my second cigarette of the day. And the first 1 or 2 hits, fantastic. Oh yeah. Now that is good. That is good. That is so nice. That is so nice. Oh man. Getting a little bit of a buzz from the cigarette. The taste from the Stella Artois hard cider is, oh man, fantastic. It's a fantastic taste with the pairing of the American Spirit Full Bodied Red. The American Spirit Full Bodied Reds very much have a citrusy, fruity, at the same time nutty taste to them, in my personal opinion. And the sort of citrusy, fruity taste of the hard cider I've got with me today, the Stella Artois. Excuse me, that was a good burp. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing pairing. Stella Artois is some good stuff. It might not be my absolute favorite cider, but it is one of my favorites. I can indeed confirm it. And it is just so nice to sit back, have a little bit of a cold one on a day like today. The weather is gorgeous. There is literally not a cloud in the sky, which is wild. Like, let me just show y'all. There's literally not a cloud in the sky. Wild stuff, to say the least. It's a little bit warmer than that today. In the sun, it's probably like mid-80s. In the shade, it's probably like low 80s. I'm feeling good. And I'm such a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. Last time I had some alcohol was like 3 or 4 days ago now. And I know I'm getting a buzz from my cigarette because I'm feeling a little bit of a nicotine buzz, but I also feel like I'm feeling a little bit of an alcohol buzz too. Man, oh man. And I'm definitely feeling a little bit more buzz than not. A little bit more buzz than not. Oof. I think I'm gonna take one more sip of my alcohol, have another sip or two of my cigarette. Then after that, I'm thinking I'm gonna get another cigarette all lit up. That's gonna be the plan at least. But the question is, what cigarette do I want as my next cigarette? Got a bunch with me today. I'm kind of thinking I want one of my 14-year-old Camel Lights. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking it should be a good pairing with the hard cider. Probably not as good of a pairing as the full-bodied reds, but still a great pairing nonetheless. as long as they aren't dried out to any extreme degree. I have had the pack open for a couple months now, so they might be a little bit dried out, but that's okay. I don't think I've ever smoked a 14-year-old cigarette while day drinking and smoking cigarettes. So I'm thinking it's going to be a good smoke. First time ever day drinking and smoking cigarettes, but the cigarettes are 14 years old. Whew! Cannot complain. I am feeling buzzed though, I ain't gonna lie, I am feeling buzzed. It's the first drink, I haven't even finished it off yet, and it's the first cigarette, I haven't even finished it off yet, and I'm already feeling buzzed. Oh man, I'm a lightweight, but I ain't got no issue with that. Means I have to spend less, or means I can spend less on alcohol if I want to. But I think that's all there was to my first cigarette of the sesh. Let's go and just stub that out on the ground real quick, and just put my cigarette butt in my side pocket of my backpack so I don't be littering or nothing like that. Gonna throw that away after the video in the trash cans right there. And I'm gonna give myself a minute. Oh man, I am buzzed. Wow. It really is such a shame that day drinking and smoking cigarettes is illegal in my local area. Like, technically speaking, I am breaking the law during this video. Like, I'm not committing a felony by any means. I'm not even committing a misdemeanor. This is just a ticketable offense. But, like, I want parks to have, like, beer stands at them. So you can just buy a beer at the park, or you can buy a hard cider at the park, you can buy liquor at the park. You should be able to buy liquor at the park, I'm just saying. But just buy some alcohol at the park, buy some smokes at the park, and then just go enjoy your smoke, enjoy your drink, and just enjoy some nature. Because I am really enjoying the nature right now. I'm really just appreciating it. Like, I'm really enjoying the shade I'm in right now. I'm enjoying the view I got in front of me, which is gorgeous, if I do say so myself. It's a good time. It's a good time. But I do suppose I should probably go ahead and get back to smoking. The buzz has kind of dissipated just a little bit. I'm thinking I want another little bit of smoke. And as said, my next smoke is going to be one of my Camel Lights, one of my pre-2010 Camel Lights. Without further ado, let's go and get one of these cigarettes out of the pack. Just like that. Just taking a look at them. They look quite good, if I do say so myself. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get my lighter out of my pocket once again. And let's go ahead and get back to not just day drinking, but also smoking cigarettes. Yes, sir, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? And even though I've had this pack open for a couple months now, honestly, still great. Still great. Still a good smoke. Oh man. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, y'all. I think I'm going to grab myself a little bit of a screenshot real quick. Got to do it to him. Well, hopefully one of those photos I took, or one of the frames from this video, will do as a thumbnail for the video. We will find out, you know what I'm saying? But I need to go ahead and get back to drinking. Just looking over there, seeing a butterfly. There's like some bushes over there, and there's a butterfly just kind of flying around the bush, landing on the different leaves and whatnot. Some other bugs as well. Feels great out here. Getting to look at some great nature. Oh man. Is this cigarette my 14-year-old Camel Light, a good pairing with the Stella Artois Hard Cider. I wouldn't say it's as good of a pairing as the full-bodied Red American Spirits, just simply because those have a little bit of a citrusy taste to them, whereas this has like none of that taste. But these have a little bit of a nutty, slightly chocolatey taste to them, in my opinion. And it's a pretty solid pairing as well. They're good cigarettes, and they're a good pairing with my drink. It is nice. It is nice. I'm hearing some music. I guess there's a concert going on, like somewhere over there. But I think that's all there was to my third cigarette, of the day into my second cigarette of the video. I'm just gonna go and step that on the ground now. Make sure it's all out, can't be causing no fires, especially at this spot right here, because this is a very good day drinking and smoking cigarette spot, if I do say so myself. And now that I finish off my second cigarette of the video, I'm gonna go and put that butt in the side of my backpack, can't be littering. And now I think it's time for me to go and think about what cigarette I want next. So, I've only got a little bit of this left. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna go and have my Heat Not Burn cigarette. Because, yeah, I've never had a Heat Not Burn cigarette while day drinking before. So, yeah, no, I think I'm gonna have one of my Terra Rich Regular Heat Not Burn cigarettes from Japan out of my IQOS Illuma 1 Heat Not Burn device. For context, a Heat Not Burn cigarette is a type of cigarette that is not burned like a normal cigarette, instead being heated by a Heat Not Burn device like an oven. And when the Heat Not Burn cigarette is heated like an oven, it then releases aerosols which you can then inhale to get some nicotine. It's definitely a little bit of a different nicotine consumption device than cigarettes, although it's a little bit similar at the same time. It's certainly not entirely different by any means. But I do suppose, without further ado, go and take another little bit of some of my drink. And let's go ahead and get my pack of Heat Not Burn cigarettes from Japan all opened up. Let's go and grab one of the cigarettes right here on this side, all out. And now, I'm gonna go and put that back in my Crown Royale bag. And now, I'm thinking it's time for me to go ahead, get this all opened up. It's time for me to go and get this cigarette in the device, just like that. Just shove it in. And let's go ahead and get the device starting to heat up. There we go, just vibrated. We can see the light. It's just let me know. It's starting to heat up. Once this vibrates, and once it shows just 4 bars staying on there, it's gonna be all heated up and ready to smoke. Seeing a little bit of smoke coming off of it. It's heating up and everything like that kind of thing. Shouldn't be, I was about to say shouldn't be too much longer, but it just went. Let's go and take my first hit. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying? The taste from the Heat Not Burn device, I'll acknowledge, is definitely not the best pairing with the Stella Artois Hard Cider. But it's not like a bad pairing by any means either. The taste I'm getting from the Heat Not Burn cigarette is very much that of a warm, almost bakery-like, lemon-like taste. It's very smooth. Not the smoothest, but quite smooth. It's not a bad pairing. That lemon-like sort of citrusy taste is quite nice as a pairing with this drink, but it's not the greatest pairing in the world. But it's still good nonetheless. That's nice. That's nice. And I'm definitely feeling some nicotine from it. Ooh. Oh man, that was a nice crack. I was hoping to get a crack when I tilted my head the other way too, but sadly not. Oh man, that was a good crack. I think I've got one more sip of my alcohol, so I'm gonna go and take that last sip. Just like that, and I'm now done with my first beverage of the video. Thinking in a moment, I'm gonna go and get my other beverage all opened up as well. I am feeling a little bit buzzed. The first 2 cigarettes of this video got me quite buzzed. This drink got me quite buzzed as well. And I'm just buzzed in general. I'm feeling good. There we go, just vibrated. I've only got like 30 seconds left. Just hit my leg on the underside of the table. That hurt just a little bit, but it's okay. And it's all out. Well, let's go and just take that out. We can see there's now some like brownness on it and stuff like that kind of thing. Not too much by any means, but a little bit. So we can tell it's been used to the fullest extent. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the side of my backpack now, and it's still quite warm. And I think now it's time for me. Wow, I'm feeling buzzed. I was about to say it's time for me to go and get another drink all opened up, but I really am feeling so buzzed right now. Oh my goodness. Whew, man. Wow. I wasn't expecting to get that buzz from one cider. But the nicotine is hitting. Yeah, I mean, like, might be a heat not burn cigarette. It's not really a real cigarette by any means, but it still gives you a good amount of nicotine. Yeah, Terra Rich regulars, they are full flavored. That is for sure. Well, while I'm feeling buzzed, I think I'm gonna go and talk about the second drink I've got with me today. Let's go and get my cooler all opened up. Let's go and get my second drink all out. I have a little bit of an Ace Mango Craft Cider with me today, as previously said. This is 355 milliliters, so the exact same as this bottle right here. And it is 5%, so a little bit stronger than the Stella Artois Hard Cider. It says gluten-free, vegan, no sugar added. Never had this before. Looking forward to giving this a go. Go and close up my cooler. And let's go and get this all opened up. Just like that. And before, wow, I'm buzzed. Oh my God, wow. Whew. I'm actually really buzzed right now. Oh my God, wow. Well, before I go and take a sip, let's go and just smell this real quick. Oh wow. Very mango-y. Wow, very mango-y. Very sweet, syrupy, mango scent coming across just right off the bat. Wow, I'm thinking this is going to be a little bit different than the Stella Artois, that is for sure. Well, without further ado, let's go and take a sip of this drink, and let's go ahead and find out just what it's like. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying. My first sip, I can say, it's interesting. It's definitely very interesting, just right off the bat. Very mango-y taste, but it's still very much a hard cider. Huh. So it says the ingredients on this are fermented apple juice, mango juice, malic acid, and sulfite, which is a preservative, is quote-unquote, supposedly. And I definitely have to say, there's a little bit of an apple-y taste in there. There's also a decent amount of mango taste in there. Like, there's a little bit of dryness. This is very much a semi-dry cider, in my opinion. Excuse me. And I have to say, like, the sort of dryness is coming from the apple, whereas the sweetness is coming from the mango. This is kicking. Oh, man. What cigarette do I want to have with this cider, though? Am I thinking I want one of my Peace Lights from Japan, or do I want one of my Marlboro Originals from Canada? kind of thinking I want one of the Marlboro Originals. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to have. After having taken a couple sips of this hard cider, it's okay. It's not as good. It's not as good as the Stella Artois by any means. I'm not sure if I would buy a can of this again, but it was worth trying. It was worth trying, and I certainly will finish it off. Certainly not bad enough to not finish off by any means. It's not to my personal preference. It's not a genuinely bad cider by any means. I've had genuinely bad ciders, and this is not one of them. But it's not the greatest either. It's just not to my personal preference, but I do think some may enjoy it. Well, without further ado, let's go and get a cigarette lit up once again. Get my pack all opened up, just like that. Go and grab one of, oh wow, I've only got 2 left. Go and grab one of my last 2 Canadian Marlboro cigarettes all out. While it does say Marlboro, these have no connection to the Marlboros in the United States or anywhere else around the world, and have not since the 1930s. Since the 1930s. We can see there's a warning label on the cigarette itself, as has been required in Canada for the last couple months now. Just says cigarettes cause cancer right on the cigarette itself, and then it says the same thing on the other side in French. La cigarette cause le cancer. La cigarette cause le cancer. But I personally think that the warning labels on the cigarettes themselves make the cigarette look even more badass than already. So I certainly can't complain. Well, without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and get back to smoking. And let's go ahead, get back to drinking as well. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying. Not my greatest light up in the world. I didn't get it super evenly lit up. And it'll work. It is canoeing just a little bit, but I'm sure it'll fix itself momentarily. Is this cigarette a good pairing with this cider? You know, not bad. Not bad. The Marlboro Original cigarettes have a little bit of a nutty, creamy, brown sugar molasses, woody taste to them. And then this cider has a very much apple, mango, slightly partially dry taste to it. And the taste's honestly pretty good pairing. Honestly, pretty good pairing in all honesty. Not bad. Not bad at all. I am feeling buzzed though. Wow. I know I keep saying that, but it's still the truth. I am feeling buzzed. I might stand up. Not a cloud in the sky. Good buzz. This is a good time. Some people might say that day drinking and smoking cigarettes in a public park, in general, is a depressing thing to do. I personally don't think it is. It's a very fun thing to do. It gives you an admiration for what's going on around you. You're sitting there chilling, buzzed, enjoying a little bit of smoke, enjoying a little bit of drink, looking at the nature. It's a good time. It's a good time. I don't know why people think doing this is depressing. It's so much fun. Just get to enjoy the area around you, chill out a bit. I love it. I love it. Oh man. Yeah. I'm not really the biggest fan of the Ace Mango Craft Cider. If the Stella Artois is a 3 out of 4, the Ace Mango is a 2 out of 4. It's not something that's genuinely disgusting, but you know, it ain't great either. There's much better hard ciders out there. And I think that's all I had to this cigarette. I'm gonna go ahead and stub it on the ground, put it in the side of my backpack, and just chill out for a minute. I think my next cigarette is gonna be a Peace Light from Japan. I love Peace as a brand. The Peace Lights are pretty good as well. Looking forward to having one during this video today. Well, I'm thinking it's time for me to go and get back to smoking. The buzz has kind of dissipated just a little bit over the last couple minutes or so. Thinking I should get back to day drinking and smoking cigarettes, not just day drinking. So, without further ado, let's go and get my pack of Peace Light cigarettes from Japan all opened up. Let's go ahead and get one of these cigarettes, excuse me, all out just like that. And without further ado, let's go ahead, get it all lit up, get back to smoking, get back to day drinking and smoking cigarettes. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying. And the overall flavor I'm getting right now is very much that of a sweet, creamy, almost powdered sugar, lemony, almost sort of lemon meringue, bakery-like taste from this cigarette right here. A little bit of nuttiness maybe as well. It tastes good. But does it pair well with this hard cider? It's not the most amazing pairing in the world, but it's certainly not bad by any means. So I certainly have no complaints on my behalf. I think I've only got a sip or two left of this cider, so I'm going to go ahead, take a little bit of a extra sip, finish off this cider right here, and then after that I think I'm going to go ahead and finish off this cigarette, and that's probably going to be it right there, y'all. Let's go ahead and finish off this drink, though. The mango is very intense. This is a little bit syrupy. It says no added sugar, so you wouldn't really expect that, but I don't know, for some reason it does come off, maybe not syrupy per se, but it's just like, the mango is so overwhelmingly sweet, it's just, it maybe comes across as being a little bit syrupy. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, wow, that last sip. Oh, wow. That got me. Well, that was all I had to this drink, y'all. And now I'm just going to go and finish off my cigarette. And then after that, it's going to be right there. This cigarette, though, is good. I'm enjoying it. It's a good smoke. A little bit of a train. Honking its horn. About to go by. Excuse me. Ooh, that last hit was a bit rough. There we go, though. I think that was the last hit of the cigarette. I'm gonna go and stub this out on the ground now. I'm feeling very buzzed. I'm feeling very good. I'm gonna go put this cigarette in the side of my backpack to throw away in just a moment or two. Was this day drinking and smoking cigarette sesh a success? I would have to say it certainly was. I had a great time today. I really enjoyed making this video today, and I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Thank you so much once again for 400K, y'all. Certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching the 400K sub special. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my second channel all in the description down below. Go check it all out. To the next one, y'all. Stay safe and peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?